Winter Brawl, man, it's been a while since I've been back at the East Coast, so it was really fun. Just to seeing all these people again and just seeing it's a different vibe from Southern California, a different kind of event, and it's just nice to see this level of hype, this level of intensity. So coming out of Winter Brawl was really good. So at PAX East, the day before PAX East on Thursday night, we have Mad Catz Unveiled. Now, Mad Catz Unveiled is kind of like a lounge type atmosphere that our main focus is all about the games. So what you're going to be seeing at Mad Catz Unveiled is some new games from our key partners and publishers. And not only that, you'll see a lot of exhibitions from some of the best gamers in the world. And we don't really want to make it focus on like Mad Catz products or anything like that. The key here is we want the community to be involved and see the type of games that are going to be coming out in the future. Not only that, we also want to put on the best show possible. So we're going to be working with Team Spooky to stream the event as well. So we just want to make sure everyone sees what we're doing and just working with the gamers. Mad Catz Unveiled is actually an interesting thing. We did an event kind of like it in Germany for Gamescom. So last year in Gamescom, we did an event where we invited people over to just try out new games. Then at Tokyo Game Show, we had a different type of event where we had our top players playing in our booth there, and also putting together kind of like an academy where they would teach players, give them tips and stuff like that. So what we really wanted to do is like marry both of the ideas together, and that's currently what Mad Catz Unveiled is going to be. It's going to be a set of exhibition matches, interacting with the community, and also previewing like the latest games using our products as well. So it's an interesting concept that we put together from a bunch of different things, but that's what Mad Catz Unveiled is now. Oh, I think community is the most important aspect of what we do. Just reaching out to the community is more than important. I come from the community, and I know myself, if you don't have the community to back you up, then you really don't have anything at all. You could talk all you want about your product, but if the community doesn't accept it, then you have nothing. So when I started at Mad Catz, probably around 2008, I was part of the product development team, and my first projects were working on the Street Fighter 4 stuff. So after the Street Fighter 4 stuff, I worked on a ton of other stuff. So I worked on a lot of the stuff that we did for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the stuff we did for Black Ops. I worked on some NASCAR wheels. Wow, I did our entire range of Nintendo DSi stuff, and I worked on the MLG Pro Circuit controller, and pretty much anything having to do with the fighting games. That was one of my projects. But it's been a big mix of a lot of stuff, and it really helped me learn about the gaming industry and interacting and networking with a lot of the developers and publishers and brand managers. So overall, my time at Mad Catz has been spent doing everything that was important. that was my job, is to make sure that those products were made. About a year and a half ago, I got out of product development and I moved into the marketing side of the team, where now I'm doing a lot of community management globally, not just in North America, but also managing a lot of the sponsorships that come in as well, and that's globally as well. So working with the marketing team, figuring out the best way to launch our products, but also still working with our development team to make sure that we make good products that the community will accept. That's pretty much what consists of my role at Mad Catz nowadays. Yeah, I mean, just having the understanding of how a product is made helps more than anything. Knowing what the steps it takes to actually make a product and bring it to market, and having that in mind, and the whole marketing aspect just goes along with it. Obviously, we're doing a lot of things that are more tied into community. That's why we're here at Winter Brawl. But just being tied in with the community is not enough. You have to have a bigger understanding of how things work. If you have that kind of understanding, you'll be prone to make less mistakes. You'll know exactly what you need to do from a cost standpoint to make money. I mean, there's no way we would do this kind of stuff if we didn't make money off of it, but that's probably the least of our concerns. Having the faith, the fan base, and also having the support of the community, I think plays a bigger role. And obviously, like I said, I'm a community guy. So coming from the community, I gotta balance all these things. I gotta make sure that we're doing what we need to do to be a successful company, but also to not sell ourselves short or sell ourselves out to the community and be able to support them at the same time. Because honestly, it's a tough balance at the end of the day, but you still got to find that. And I think that's probably the hardest thing to do. So when it comes to sponsoring big name players and household names, like the people that you know, like Daigo, Tokido, Kayane, Ryan Hart, it's a case-by-case basis. I mean, some people might look at it and think that like Mad Catz just sponsors all the top players. That's not necessarily true. I think the most value that we get out of sponsoring key players is getting their information, getting their feedback, and kind of really finding out their level of passion on how they want to help grow themselves, grow the fighting game community, and also work with us. So it's luckily I've been working with great people, great teams, and they've been more than enough help to us to actually let us know what we should be doing to help support not just our community, but also regional communities. So working with people in Japan has been a big deal for us because we just opened an office in Japan about 2 years ago, and we've seen our business there grow significantly thanks to the help that we had from our Japanese players and our Japanese partners. Aside from that, everything that we're doing in Europe, actually a lot of people might not know, what we do in Europe is actually more than what we do in North America nowadays. It's a bigger part of our business, so it's very important that we have teams like Western Wolves that actually helps work with us and kind of like give us a better idea of what we should be doing with our products. Not only our products, the way we should be marketing them. So it's a good relationship that we have with key players and individuals. As far as expectations go, I want these guys to be able to play to the best of their ability without having to worry about the product. And I think that's really important. Obviously, you have a lot of people that pop off or get super passionate about things, and that's been brought up in the past. But I mean, I overlook those things. I know how it is as a player because I come from the community, like I said, and I know the kind of passion and the kind of the levels of salt that people have when it goes into it. And I don't expect these guys to win every single time. I mean, it's great that they can win. It's great that they can represent themselves. But if they lose a tournament, I'm not going to cut anybody, man. I mean, I hear a lot of ridiculous things. I think people don't understand what sponsorship really is. I think sponsorship is a way for people to grow. And that growth and what they do with that growth, like let's say down the line, like eventually there's going to come a time where like some of these players can't play and win tournaments or be champions anymore. That's fine. They could take that knowledge and their experience from working with us and probably go on to something else in life, and we would be proud to be part of that. And maybe they end up working for us one day. I think that'd be great too. But just working with these people is really the gift that we get out of sponsorship. And I think that's something that a lot of people should understand, that we're not sponsoring players just because they win. It's because they help make an impact on everything that we do. I mean, that's kind of a loaded question, man, because I mean, media is important. I think media and how people see you is probably the most important thing, because how people see you can actually mold their image of what they think about you and what they tell their friends about you. So working with media and just having content in general is probably by far the most important thing, aside from having a good product that you can stand by. Media itself is such a good and dangerous tool that when things become viral, when it can transcend what it does with just the community and go beyond that, that's where it really happens. And some people, I know a lot of groups, they have good content, but they're not getting it out there. So I think you have to have media work with your marketing, work with the community. If you don't have a mix of all of that, then it's like, what's the point? So it's tough. I mean, I think media is important. Some people might not agree, but I think as long as you leverage the right partnerships and you work with the right people, and you guys both in a joint way try to make everyone see what you're doing in a positive way, I think it could work out better for everyone else. But that's just what I think. Mad Catz' stance on it is we want to do stuff like that. We got to make sure people see it. If we do some kind of partnership, we better talk about it. That's pretty much what it is. I'm old. I've been part of this community for a long time, and I'm really happy that I'm still able to be part of this community, work at my job, and have my job actually support what the community does. I think working at Mad Catz has been a very important growing experience for me, and the growth I've gotten from the job, working with the community, I think has helped me more than anything else really in my life. So I want to thank the community for being receptive to the ideas that Mad Catz has put forward, and we look forward to supporting you for many more years to come.